Good evening, Americans. This is your favorite alien on Tuesday, Monday, February 10th. Pardon me, Monday, February 10th, the eve of New Hampshire. Well, New Hampshire, here for you Americans, is supposed to be the break or make of your presidency candidates all through the past, especially like 1988, where Joe Biden got clobbered by a tape, and Bob Dole got humiliated by President George Herbert Walker Bush. And thus, George Bush won in New Hampshire, and that was the end of Bob Dole. And Dukakis won the New Hampshire primary and said the solemn goodbye to Joe Biden. Where's that tape, by the way? Because Joe Biden's doing a negative this time instead of Dukakis. And Dukakis didn't want to do negative. Remember, he fired the guy that did that, gave that tape to the guy over there in the Des Moines Register, I believe it was. Yes. So where is that tape today? Why can't you play it against Biden here? Anyway, just wanted to do an open comment on your presidency. It ceased to be president sometime in the last 45 years, maybe 60. But sometime around there, the presidency just ceased to be. You got guys that want to be guys, or in President Trump's case, dictators. They think they have the power. The president never has any power. They don't understand that. Richard Nixon didn't understand it. Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan definitely didn't understand it. George Herbert Walker Bush, in a sense, kind of understood it. And so did Gerald R. Ford. Those are the only two presidents that, in my time being here on your planet, seemed to understand what a president was. A caretaker. That you had to do things. And people misused that. In the case of George Herbert Walker Bush, remember he said, no new taxes. And Congress, well, they laid an egg on him, and he took the blame for Congress. And he took it the way a person should. But was he cause for it? No. It just things that happened in the 1990s. What are you going to do on the Democratic side? You got nobody there to run. And what you going to do on the Republican side? You got a dictator. Look at the way he's running the country right now. And the country is facing serious problems. You got a serious virus called the coronavirus out there. China is, for the first time in their history in the last 3,000 years, looking at this on the face and knowing that they're in for destruction. That's why they're doing all kinds of crazy things in that city of Hunan province there, or Wuhan province. 23 million people in that city. And they're trying to stop this thing, arresting people. You seen them doing that? Whatever they let you media see. But trust me, the death toll in China and the infected level in China, what they're giving you is not the true facts. And their military knows it. Their president wouldn't be pulling all military stops if he didn't know he had a big problem on his hand that he cannot control. And within the next 2 weeks, he can't even control the world media. Because the death rate, look at the death rate on the ship over in Tokyo. The infected people have more than doubled. You've had 100 people die in one day. And this is what the Americans have to face. The American presidency, the American government, and the American people. You're going to have a China that's going to be disastrous because this is going to affect our economy big time. Russia hasn't been affected yet, but they're soon going to be affected, and that's going to affect Putin, and he only thinks military. So you see, Americans, you got an election here, and you got guys that don't even measure up. Maybe Tulsi Gabbard's, but that's about it. So my vote is for Tulsi. What are you going to do? This is your favorite alien, Bubba Snoozing. Good day.